All this week, we're looking at what's next after 1 year of COVID in Colorado. I talked to people who, like pretty much everyone, have seen their daily lives forever changed by the pandemic.
I want the relatives, Vicky.
You want the relatives? That's the one that Bumby chose too. He thought that would be a fun one.
Like most parts of life right now, reading time looks a little different for the Scott family. So do the rules of preschool.
What are the rules at school?
No hugging and air kisses and
Almost overnight, the COVID pandemic changed everything. No hugging, touching, or handshakes. We prefer the elbow bump now. Work and school for most went remote, and life as we knew it moved online.
It's so easy to buy stuff online. So easy. I mean, we probably did it a little bit before, but now I shop on Amazon almost every day.
More Americans than ever are shopping online. We now have contactless delivery for food and groceries. Happy hours have gone virtual, so have doctor's appointments.
We turned our telehealth platform on in 10 days.
Dr. Scott Joy of Swedish Medical Center says the pandemic pressured insurance companies and Medicare to cover telehealth visits. Now, a third of his patients he sees virtually.
We, as clinicians, want to continue this service, but if the payers and CMS decide not to cover it, we will go back to a less efficient way to deliver important care.
COVID-19 has permanently changed the $32 billion a year fitness industry, too. People have traded gym memberships for virtual classes and home equipment. Gyms like Compass Fitness in Denver now offer online memberships to help keep them afloat.
We will keep our online platform for as long as we can. As long as we have members, we're doing it, and our membership keeps growing in that way. So yeah, hopefully it keeps growing, and hopefully we can open more spaces instead of close down more spaces as far as boutique fitness goes. So.
We are now eating out less and cooking more. We're also healthier thanks to hand washing and face masks.
We've learned a lot about infection control. We've seen the reduction in influenza this season, and I think it'll be a trickle for us returning to a fully maskless society.
Will you show me what an air kiss is?
Back at the Scott household,
Oh, I caught it.
even COVID has its silver linings.
In a lot of ways, I've loved COVID. Just being able to, working from home has been a game changer.
We're realizing the people that we are really close to and the people we want to continue to have in our lives.
It's reminded us of how connected we are, how resilient we are, and that even in darkness, there is still so much goodness in humanity.
We've hung in, and it's just purely by the grace and wonderful, people that come to our gym. Like, they've really supported us.
This story was hard to put together just because of the fact that it was hard to narrow in on just a few things that had changed, because so much has changed, right? And I didn't get to real estate. People are moving out of the city and into the suburbs, and mental health, how much more of an emphasis is put on mental health these days. What about you guys? How has it affected you?
I would just say, I'll start with the bad and go to the good. The bad is I miss my family.
Yeah.
I just miss my family so much. We're all spread out all over the country, and not being able to see them or even, hop on a plane consistently and go back and forth, that's been really tough. But the good, and I know a lot of people will disagree, I like wearing a mask in public because people sneeze, don't cover their mouths, they cough, don't cover their mouths. Before the pandemic, they were doing that. So I feel safe and protected with my mask in public.
Yeah, I'm fine with keeping masks forever. I'm with you, Micah, especially cold and flu season. Maybe just not have it be a requirement when you're hanging out with your friends, of course. But in grocery stores, I'm all for it. I thought it was funny, the man you interviewed, Molly, who said he kind of has enjoyed COVID. I think everyone has something they sort of want to stay the same, whether that's working from home, or just, driving less, not commuting anymore. I mean, that's a huge one. But I would say, I mean, I still wish this had never happened, of course.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Of course, as we all do. And I don't know, I'm looking forward to getting things back to normal here at work, seeing all of you again regularly.
Yeah, that'll be nice. That man is Buddy Scott, a dear friend of mine, and I agree with him. I think the big thing that's gone away from me is fear of missing out, and I don't want that to come back ever. I kind of like it that nobody has anything to do.
Yeah, that's sometimes fun.
We definitely have some positives out of this. Don't judge me when you see me wearing my mask 2 years from now.